All right, so I got a question from a guy today. He writes, "Hey Lloyd, I was dating a girl for a little bit, but she ended up having a lot of red flags that I missed. What are some red flags that most guys miss?" I'm gonna give him 11 red flags that I see most guys miss when they join my program. Usually these are things that they are consistently missing with the women who they are trying to date. They are not quite in order of how often they happen, but the first one is definitely more common than the others. And the first one is, number one, she has low interest. Most guys miss this red flag because they just steamroll through it, especially if she's hot. You want to be turned off by low interest. Low interest looks like she sends you one word when you sent a whole freaking paragraph. Low interest looks like if you schedule a date, she takes forever to respond or might not respond at all. Low interest looks like when you're talking to her, she's off, looking around, looking at other things. She's not really focused on you. Low interest women are something that you should avoid. There are plenty of amazing women out there, but none of them are going to act their best around you if they're low interest. Number two, she changes the plan on you. Okay, so this is one that I see very frequently. A guy will want to go out with a girl and she'll say something like, "Hey, why don't we eat here instead?" Or, "I always wanted to go here. Why don't we go here?" And the guy's like, "Sure, no problem," because he wants to go on a date with her. This is wrong, okay? If a woman really likes you, she will follow your lead. She's not going to be making adjustments to the thing that, unless there's like a dietary restraint or like, "Hey, I'm allergic to this kind of," or "I'm vegan," or whatever. That is a fair thing for her to say. But if she just wants to go to this other place because she just wants to go to this other place and she wants you to pay for it, this person does not like you. Women don't treat men that they're really into like this. Number three, she speaks negatively about her ex, okay? Women generally, if they are well-adjusted and secure, they feel no need to talk shit about their previous partners. They don't feel the need to talk about them that much in general. So if you're getting a woman who is consistently talking about her ex or talking negatively about the partners she's dated, talking about how they were all abusive, how they were all narcissists, that is a huge red flag. No, you are not different because you are not a narcissist. I bet you a lot of those guys probably weren't even narcissists themselves, but according to her and the way it went down, that's how it went. So the same thing with, you got a guy who's like, all his previous exes were crazy. Were they all crazy? Or did he make them crazy? Number four, her IG or her social media is all thirst traps. The reason why this woman is a red flag is because, yes, she is making her money, doing her thing. I'm sure she looks very hot, which is probably the reason why you're dating her, even though you know this is not the best situation. The reason why you are going after this person is because she's hot. So it blinds guys. They paint all the red flags green. This person is used to male attention. She's used to getting stuff for free. She's used to that kind of behavior. This is not something that a well-adjusted, secure woman generally does. Not saying she can never post a thirst trap. You could post the occasional one. But if that's like 90% of her content, dude, you are walking into red flagsville. Number five, she doesn't have any female friends. It might seem like a great idea at first if she has no female friends, but the more you spend time with this person, the more you will realize why no women are her friends, especially if all of her friends are guys and she has no female friends and she's like, "I don't like women. Women cause drama," all this stuff. No, there are plenty of great women out there. There are plenty of great women that she could be friends with, but my guess is they are causing drama with her because she is the drama. She is going into their lives and, ruining relationships and teasing guys and doing all of this other thing. The only reason why those guys are her friend is because they want to sleep with her. She can't have a real friendship with someone who just likes her because of her personality or because of who she is. Six, she's unavailable unless it's her idea. There are plenty of women out there who will only hang out with you when it's their idea, when it's their thing, when they need you to take them somewhere, where it's their favorite place. "Oh yeah, we should go to my favorite sushi spot next." I'm sure you would love that, but you don't really like me that much. If a woman is treating you like this, it's a red flag, you guys. Move on and find somebody else who's down to follow your lead and doesn't only want to go to places that she wants to go to. She will never gain respect for you by you following her around and doing everything she wants all the time. Seven, she's only warm when you pull away. There are plenty of women that only want what they can't have, and those women are red flags. You can't have a real relationship with someone who's only wanting you when you pull away, okay? And women do this. They find out they're losing a guy. Oh, suddenly they start messaging up or hitting him up or sending the hi message when they don't hear from him for 2 weeks. Dude, you can't be with somebody like this. This woman doesn't respect you. I was on a boat party, okay, a while ago. I'm talking to this girl. We're just shooting the shit. She's talking about all these guys she's seeing. She's talking about one guy who's rich, who she doesn't really respect. And I can tell she doesn't really respect him because she only wants to see him whenever she wants to do something. And then I'm like, well, eventually this guy's going to figure it out and, he's probably going to leave, right? She goes, oh, he's done that plenty of times. I'm like, well, what do you do when that happens? She goes, oh, I just send him like a hi message if he doesn't respond for 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, well, then you do pick it up and actually show interest after that? She goes, no. You go right back to the way things were before after that. This guy is a sucker. Don't be a guy like that. She's only warm when you pull away. It's a red flag. Number 8, she's positive all the time about everything, okay? She can't talk about hard things. This is a really, really insidious one, and I just had a client who suffered from this, okay? And we all missed it because it seemed like everything was really good. I mean, she was telling him great things all the time. She was telling him that he was the best partner she's ever had. She was telling him that she feels safe around him. She was telling him all of these things. She never introduced one negative iota during the 3 months that they were dating. Why? Because she's not familiar with talking about that sort of stuff. Yes, there are plenty of times where things don't go your way. There are plenty of times where somebody would need to be comforted. And when it finally started to get to that point, she decided she wanted out. Women who are like this are fair weather women. They only are there when things are easy and when things are good. And when things are hard, they don't know how to talk about it. They don't know how to work it out. And there will be issues there. There are always issues when people get together. But if she is unwilling to discuss those things with you, she is unwilling to deal with conflict and discomfort, then she is someone who cannot have a real relationship. This is exactly what happened in that example. She was great when things were great. She was always wanting to talk about positive things, but when things got tough and hard, she wasn't able to talk about the real issues. She wasn't able to communicate like an adult, and this is probably one of the toughest things to go through when you're with someone who just gives you everything you want, seemingly at that time, but they're not able to actually discuss real issues. They will just disappear like that. Number 9, they love bomb and then go cold. Okay, a lot of women will do this when they're trying to keep you around as a backup. I don't want you guys to be a backup. What they are doing is they will love bomb you because that is the lowest effort thing that they can do to keep you around while they go off and try and date the guys who they're really interested in. I don't want that, and I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to be the number one choice. If you're cool being a backup, then maybe you could ignore this one, but I'm not. And I know you guys, most of you, won't be cool with that. So if you see a woman treating you like this, ignore the love bombs and ask yourself, is she really showing up the way someone who I would like to date? Even if it's like whatever context that you're trying to date her in, is she showing up in the way that I want her to? The answer is no. Cut it. 10, she likes attention more than you. If she likes attention more than you, she is always going to prioritize that over your relationship. She's going to be flirting with guys at the party. She's going to be looking for likes on social media with thirst traps. She's going to be looking for that big party with a lot of stimulation more than she will be enjoying a nice like home-cooked meal and chilling out with you. There's nothing wrong with having a party every once in a while, but if that is her number one goal and that's the number one thing she's interested in, she will never truly love you the way you want her to. And in this case, I am talking about a real relationship where two people really love and support each other. She is not going to be that person for you because her number one love isn't you, it's attention. And the final one, she gives soft ultimatums. Now, this one is a little bit interesting because it's going to be some things that women say commonly at the beginning. They'll say things like, oh, I can never date a guy who does X, Y, Z. Or if he does that, then he's out. And she might say this about things or other guys who she's dated or other guys who she's nexted for. If she's doing this a lot, she is doing this as a form of manipulation towards you. Now, not all women are conscious of this, but we express things that we don't want, so we know the other person won't do those things. She is telling you the kind of person she wants you to be, but doing it with soft ultimatums is not the way of going about things in a relationship. In a relationship, there's usually some give and take. There's usually some compromise. And when a woman is showing that she is resorting to ultimatums very quickly, that is not someone who is willing to compromise, who is willing to have discussions. You cannot have a relationship with this person that is secure. She will be up and leaving you all the time and probably coming back. Who wants to deal with that? All right. Maybe you do. If you do, ignore this last one. If you want someone who's secure and stable, you got to be with someone who knows how to handle conflict, all right? Now, look, guys, after hearing all of these, most of these come down to the fact that you are dealing with someone who doesn't really like you as much as you want them to, or isn't willing to follow your lead. You have someone who's willing to do that, who's willing to compromise and have discussions rather than just end things abruptly, who's willing to delve into the hard things that a relationship is really part of, then yes, this is absolutely someone who you should date. But all of these signs that I've mentioned are of people who can't do that. And if you are having trouble finding someone who is like that, if you are having trouble attracting somebody and keeping somebody like that in your life, then I recommend you click the link down below. We work very well with guys who are between the ages of 25 to 45, sometimes older, who are professionally working. If you're having trouble and you're not being able to help yourself out, allow us to help you. Thanks for watching, you guys. Good luck out there.